What's going on, guys, and welcome to Surviving Mars, a Paradox interactive colony building game based on Mars. So, last episode, we got the basics producing. Right there in front of us, we have oxygen queued up, we have water pumping into tanks, and right through the middle of that, we have a power cable. So, we have the three basics that we need for building a dome, and then we will start producing food inside of said dome once we get colonists. But for now, we have a little bit to go before we get to colonists. So let's go ahead and unpause and get our robots ready to go. I want to build another drone hub over here, but we don't have the materials for it. So I am going to ask for a resupply from Earth. And in there, I'm going to ask for a prefab drone hub. Gonna go back. I want... I want some polymers, some machine parts, these are the advanced materials that we need a whole bunch of. Some electronics. We don't really need any orbital probes. Gonna ask for a little bit of metal and concrete just to... why not? Probably don't really need that. We have 5,000 kilograms left on our ship, but that is not much. And then a drone. Maybe 5 drones to help drop them off? No, we don't really need them. We have enough. How much does a prefab building cost us? Two more drone hubs, because we will eventually need them. Alright. And I'm going to rename this rocket to Kai Tech. Trademarked Rocket 1. Alright, fantastic. And there we go. So, that will be here soon. Its flight progress is 3%. It's in transit to us. So here you see that it's currently being produced. We need to put another pipe down right here just to
Sector
get that
scanned.
connected. Another sector has been scanned. Nothing was found, but that's okay. So here we have our drones doing their thing. Oh wait, no, don't pick that up. So I need to go and pick up some of this metal right here. So we're gonna go ahead and ask it to pick up, say, 50 metal. Oh, one of those drones ran out of power, so this one juiced it up a little bit to give it enough to move over there. And we're gonna go and drop off some of this right here. This requires metal right here. We're gonna drop some off right here just in case. Obviously, it also needs power. Completely forgot that I did not put power cables near it, but that's okay. There we go, and then another one right here. These are all juiced up, ready to go. So as you can see, these water tanks are now filling up. The little bubble right here moves up. Same thing on this one. This one's doing the same. Oxygen tanks have a pressure gauge right here, all with our Don't Panic logo on it. Now these are producing oxygen for us. That needs to be piped in. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, and there we go. And this will be producing oxygen around the clock. And now they're moving that back over here for absolutely no conceivable reason. This is almost ready to send back to Earth, 54 out of 60. But we also have another one coming in. We'll land it right here, why not? So now that we have our basics up and running, I'm going to go ahead and say we're in a good shape. Domes are habitable megastructures in which the future colonists of Mars. So as you can see, we've developed quite a large amount of rock over here that we're probably not ever going to use in any way, shape, or form, but we're going to throw down another deposit of it right there. And our next ship is ready to land. And I'll bring it down right here. What it does do is it covers everything in a radius around it in dust, so this will probably be affected, because obviously it's going to kick up quite a lot of dust. But now we're going to start unloading a whole bunch of things from it. Just going to go on there, grab some stuff. Look at the attention to detail, guys. Oh, but there's nothing in here. Oh no, no resources. Alright, so we got quite a lot going on here for us. Ah, here's the first one of these. So we have a cable fault, which I assume was caused by this right here. So we need to get this fixed. It's losing 6.8 energy an hour as a result. So as you can see, our rover here has malfunctioned. This is probably covered in dust. We got drones over here that are malfunctioning and are just broken in general. So this is really messing with us. Looks like an electrical one too. Ooh. That's a nasty piece of work. So that's quite irritating. So we're going to slap down a drone hub. So that one has got that covered. So I'm going to... I want to put it so whether it's just including a little resource deposit right here. Like right there. This shouldn't need power or maintenance. Yeah, it doesn't actually need anything. So our drone load is heavy because right now, well, this is not doing anything. It's malfunctioned entirely. This is covered in dust and it needs maintaining. It's deteriorated almost entirely. This rocket can now go away, and we will just send it away because it's in the way. Nasty piece of work, these things right here. And now we've launched a rocket. That's one of our milestones. So now we have 2 pieces of malfunctioning cable right here. Not very good at all. Let's see. Well, this one's just got maintained, so it's all nice and clean. Luckily for us, though, our power production is way higher than our power consumption. And now our drone is all back and up for operational. This is all nice and shiny again, not covered in dust. And we have drones out here repairing our malfunctioning cables. Ah, there, see, a rocket just came and smashed a piece of metal down onto there. We found a new anomaly, excuse me. Actually 2 of them, so we're going to go ahead and research that one and then this one afterwards. So, we're unloading quite a lot of resources here. And we're almost full on concrete. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm ready to place down the first dome. Just to say I've got one. Now, you can see the radius in which it's going to be operating in. So, do I want to get a metal deposit or do I want a rare minerals? I mean, we can have multiple. If I put it right here, I'm covering up a water deposit. However, if I put it here, nothing is being covered.
Battery low. Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
I'm going to put it right here for the metal deposit. This one we can research later on, no problem. We have a vehicle battery is low, and we can probably add some extra stuff on here. Micro manufacturing. Oh, yeah, okay. That'll be useful to have right there. Extra 100 research a month. And also maybe oxygen production increased by 50%. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so we've done that. We have a building not working because it's full. And we have a vehicle with low battery, which is to be expected. It's used quite a bit, so we're going to go up here and recharge it.
Research complete.
Look at this, all covered in just dust and sand and grossness. We've got low G turbines has been researched. Fantastic. So now we have a dome being made. So our drones are going to go all the way over here. Drag them all the way over here. Probably going to move these over to here somewhere. So let's go ahead and grab our storages. There's a metal storage.
Anomaly found.
Concrete storage. We can put the food storage over here by the dome. But then also put another one here just in case. Need to move things around. A rare metals, polymers, electronics, machine parts. and a fuel depot. So then we have all of the different ones, and we'll make these ones the main ones. So I'm going to go ahead and salvage this. And it just kind of leaves these high and dry, so our drones will have to move them. It means that the maintenance for these are going to be a little bit higher, but you got to do what you got to do. All right, fantastic. Okay, so now that we have that up and running, we need to wait for this to be finished building so we can build a hydroponics farm. We also eventually are going to need to place down our rare metals extractor, metal extractor, fuel refinery, stuff like that. So we have the ability to build these tunnels. And what these tunnels will do is if I build one here, then I can also build one here on the other side. And it will act as a throughway so that we can get out to these higher areas right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start researching through the mountains, essentially. Reported. So here we go. We have another annoying thing right here that it's... Oh, man, it just made all three of those cables malfunction. Oh, wait, no, we got one right here, too. So our drones will get to work on fixing that. Our drone load there is heavy. Same thing here. Because we're moving all of this stuff over, which is no big deal. I believe it will prioritize. Yeah, it prioritizes the cables. But that looks like that's going to be a recurring issue for me. So, we need to plan redundancies. Which may just mean pulling another length of cable over here in a different pattern. Just to make sure that everything gets taken care of. I'm going to pull it from here. I believe... Yeah, right here is going to be one of the entrances, so... That's going to go there. We also need to power the dome itself. And I can put that here. Now this is powered, oxygenated, and watered through our now full sector water tanks scanned. And oxygen tanks. Another sector was scanned, nothing there. Didn't expect anything to be there, that's okay. Alright, let's get our drone down here. You don't really have anything to do, so let's go and have you grab some metals from up there. We'll bring you down here, that'll be great. I'm actually going to turn this off for now. Doesn't need to be on. We've gotten ourselves enough concrete, I think, for a short moment. This, however, does need to be prioritized, I think. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and lend these drones support to the moving effort. There's just something quite mesmerizing about this.
Anomaly analyzed.
So our drone hubs will now start with 2 extra drones. There's just something mesmerizing about watching them move back and forth, doing their little thing. Alright, let's quit getting distracted by that. And it looks like... Yep, they are working this through in earnest. I'm actually going to put a concrete deposit here because the buildings in there do require a large amount of concrete. Once this is all moved over, with the assistance of these robots right here, we'll be all good and dandy. It's quite a lot of concrete right there for them to move. As you can see, the little drones right here, when they run out of power, come to their drone commander to repair and recharge. Are we completely empty yet? No, not quite. We could ask for another set of vehicles, but I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. We're going to hold off on spending our money with planet Earth. Our research is coming along nicely. I'm going to do drones and rovers move faster. That seems very useful for us. And then micro manufacturing, because eventually we're going to need electronics because it's an important resource for us to maintain our buildings and rovers and drones and things like that. As well as it being a store item. People buy electronics from an electronics store to satisfy their luxuries and shopping needs. Although we do have quite a few electronics right now, which is great. 30. Soon. So many drones. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. Especially at nighttime when you just see the little headlights moving along. It's essentially an ant farm. So we have oxygen, we have water, we have concrete, we have power. And I'm going to throw these right here as a backup, just in case. I can turn those on whenever I need them, in case I need an extra 20 more power.
Vehicle battery low.
Okay. Let me just bring this. It'll make no difference if I put it here to recharge itself. So if I look here, this is the overview of my colony so far. So we have a power surplus of 61 and an oxygen surplus of 4. We have a water surplus of 0 because we're not manufacturing any at all right now because our tanks are full. We have 27 metals, 222 concrete, 0 food, 0 rare metals, 12 polymers, 35 electronics, and 34 machine parts with 0 fuel because we haven't made any at all. This is still being built because, well, our drones are busy right now. All of these drones are done, moving things over. We can't possibly fit any more onto this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this one. I believe right here might eke out both of them. It's loading up its drones right here. Or at least it's trying to. There we go. There we go. Is that enough? Ooh, it's just enough. So they're gonna go and grab that.
Sector scanned.
No resources here? What a surprise. We're gonna throw in some more
Research
at that.
complete. Cable fault reported.
We have a cable fault. This time not caused by a dirt devil. Or dust devil, whatever they want to call them. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go and research this new technology while we do that. This is coming over to, I assume, maintain a solar panel. Yes, it is. We can turn this back on now. And we can see our power surplus is only 0.3, as we are now powering this building and we have a major fault in the line. And because these generators are pumping out just the amount of power that is needed. There we go. Now we have a bajillion power surplus. A bajillion, maybe a slight exaggeration, but...
Anomaly analyzed.
Alright, new text available for research.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet.
Soil adaptation and water reclamation. I'm going to go ahead and add that. That means that our in-dome buildings require less maintenance. We can produce farms, which is our alarm in-dome building. More work efficient and requires no power. Water reclamation spire, which are actually really cool looking. We will add one of those later on, I assume. I'm not really sure what our first one is going to be. Charging over here. It's getting a nice robot massage. Alright. As you can see, it's now digging into this. It still has a little bit left to go through, I think. So this
Resources are low.
building requires 5 power. And we have 1200 stored power. It looks like we're low on metals. Where is my transport? This, oh, it was supposed to be picking up some of these, but I guess it just came over here and relaxed. That makes me very sad. But that's okay, that's okay. If it gets to the point where we're desperate for metals, which we're not. Because, I mean, we have these deposits all around that I can bring down. Right now I'm going through quite a few because I have a lot of solar panels. It looks like... Are our drones not doing anything? Maybe I can move this over just a teeny tiny bit. No, they don't want to do it because I can't access the... Darn, it's just slightly too far away for this to work. What if I
Resources are low.
do that? Do you have the access to it? No, you don't. Okay, so that's fine. We can go and deposit this here. Oops. It's left click when you're unloading, by the way, guys. Has nowhere to put it. I guess because it can't put any here, it's full. Although we do have a couple of here. What are we loading up here? Still concrete. We really need to move this. I'm gonna move this concrete one over here to maybe build another one, but like right here. Which should be enough to do that. See, they're helping move these ones over. There we go. This should help a little bit. This should speed it up a little bit here. Long distance problems. Drones do require an RC commander, this guy, or rover, sorry, in order to extend their network. But I'm not fully sure on how they work just yet, but we'll learn that as we play the game, right? So he's unloaded some metals over here. Let's go and get the rest of it. How many is there? 12. Surely there's some more deposits somewhere. Over here, maybe. Sadly, there is a large lack of it. You're not doing anything, so let's bring you back over here.
Anomaly found.
Oh, never mind. Just saw that crash down, too. Little bit of meteorites, which could have been awful had that actually hit one of my own. Can you stop trying to scan things? Thank you. So here we go, we're moving some of this over.
Reported.
Another cable fault, just a
Sector
random one this
scanned.
time.
Anomaly found.
2 anomalies here, fantastic. What's this one? Lead to a breakthrough. Ooh, so that might be a very good one to have. Shiny. Alright, so things are progressing nicely now. Now that this is actually working through. Deliver it automatically to other depots within drone range. So maybe I can use this once it's done extracting those minerals, which it has. Bring this down here. Pop these into that. I can set up a transport route.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
So I can say load the concrete. Wait. Create an automatic transport. So set source and then set destination. So it's picking up concrete. Will it move it onto that pad though? Let's see. Oh, it will. Fantastic. I'm glad. So now it's going to fill that up right there, and that's going to do good for us, I think. Not that we need it for this anymore, but we'll need it for the buildings inside, as this is now producing. And it looks like our oxygen is full, and this is doing what? Why is it? We have no demand, and yet these are still working. Is the other one full?
Milestone achieved. We
It
have
is.
a power shortage.
We have a dome without power. We have a milestone of where we have constructed a dome. It looks like we now have power here. This is also oxygenated, so we have our first dome. Here it
Cable
is.
fault reported.
Another cable fault. Where is it this time? Oh, right, right here. I guess I blew a fuse when we turned on the machine. That's okay. What I'm probably gonna do here is build a couple of power accumulators, just as a backup. And inside the dome, I'm gonna go ahead and build some stuff, but that's gonna have to wait until next time, folks. So, thank you for coming. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, like button, and also make a comment down below on what your favorite part was, or maybe some comments about what I've done. Other than that, guys, don't do anything stupid. Come back to me One Piece next time. Ta-ra.